Kristen and I are having different conflicts when it comes to parenting this weekend, but they are conflicts nonetheless.
My son, Jimmy, who is 4, is playing in his final baseball game of the season. His rookie year is coming to a close.
His 4-game rookie season? It was 4 games, right?
So we missed the first game because it was his birthday, and we had a birthday party planned. And then they moved the spring break game because there weren't enough kids in town to play. And then we did miss another game for another reason. And then we went to the last game, but he refused to play and just sat in the dugout the entire time. Didn't step foot onto the field. Not for warm-ups, not to bat, not to go out in the field.
Just for 1 second, for comedic reasons, let's try to translate this to Major League Baseball and adults.
Okay.
All right, Austin Riley. They call up Austin Riley because they got a game on Friday, the Braves do. And he's like, you know what? His mom picks up the phone and says, I'm sorry, Austin's not going to be able to make the game, Braves. Snitker. He's got a birthday party on Friday night, so I'm sorry, you guys are going to have to play the game without him.
To be fair, Austin Riley's getting paid a lot more than Jimmy from Small Balls is.
Baseball is baseball.
Yep. And then I'm sure it happens all the time, too, where they get a text message saying, hey, sorry, going to be 5 minutes late. We went to the wrong field.
Yeah. Shohei Ohtani's mom probably did that. What was the second one?
So spring break, there weren't enough people in town.
Yeah.
So we had to push the game from Saturday to the following Wednesday.
Right. So the Yankees are playing this weekend, and they have to call the opposing team and go, hey, you know what? We got a couple of guys that are just not going to be in New York this weekend, so we're going to have to move this game till Tuesday.
Yeah.
So has he played in one game yet?
Yeah. He's played in a couple games.
One or 2 out of 5?
Played or attended?
Yeah, like which?
No, he's played.
Okay.
He's played in either 2 or 3. I'm not 100% sure.
2.5.
I'm pretpretty sure he's played in 3.
Well, I mean,
that is Hall of Fame numbers in baseball if he made 2 or 3 out of 5.
games, though. Attended games. Right?
So, yeah, I think we've attended 3. He's actually played in 2.
It's a long season, man.
Yeah, he's on a 4-day contract, man.
Saturday is the last game. Like, their season really is April to May. So Saturday, tomorrow is the last game. I'm on snack duty.
Love it.
I actually just pulled up the team roster to count how many kids I got to get snacks for because, I didn't do that ahead of time. So I'm picking up snacks tomorrow.
They put you on snack duty after you showed you didn't know who the field was? That's risky.
I signed up prior to the season starting, Maurice.
Okay, my bad.
Bart has dugout duty, so he's going to be corralling all the kids and getting them lined up for, the batting order. Everybody gets to bat. Everybody gets to run the base. There are no outs. There are no runs. This is small ball, y'all. They're freaking 4, as I've come to learn. But I don't want to have a repeat of last weekend where we got up, we get him in his uniform, we get all his crap. I mean, his baseball gear. We get him in the car. We drive over there. We find a parking spot. We get to the field, and he refuses to play. I mean, I even bribed him with breakfast ice cream to get him into his uniform out the door and get him to the field. So I'm like, how are we going to make sure that he gets on the field and he actually plays? But I think I figured it out.
Okay.
The word dinger. So he thinks the word dinger is hilarious. And I just learned this yesterday. All right. So he watched an episode of Blippi about mailing letters. So he got really fixated on mailing a letter to Rhett and Reese, who live next door. So
I think Blue's Clues started this a while ago with the mail, okay?
Probably.
But
so we wrote letters, we addressed the envelopes, we walked outside to Rhett and Reese's house and put it into the mailbox because, he wanted to send mail. He wanted to use a stamp. I'm cheap. I refuse to put a stamp on it. We're not going to waste stamps. But across the street, there's Emily and Josh playing baseball, right? Emily's catching. Josh is practicing his pitching. So we go over there. And their dad, Brian, is out there. And I was telling Brian, and all of Brian's kids play sports. They're awesome. And I was telling Brian, I was like, yeah. So we went to Jimmy's game last Saturday, and he refused to play. So Brian starts talking to Jimmy. He's like, Jimmy, come on, man. You got to get out there and you got to hit a dinger. And Jimmy goes, dinger. So I think the way I can get him out on the field is by enticing him with a dinger.
So if you say, hey, if you get out, you can't hit a dinger
I know.
unless you're out there.
That's a fact.
And it's the little things. So, and they're getting ice cream after the game because, it's the end of season. The game ball hasn't been enough. He's wanted a game ball. He's been upset he hasn't got a game ball. And I'm like, listen, Podge, you ain't going to get a game ball if you don't get your butt out there and play. That's just not going to happen. And we're supposed to be happy for our friends when they do get the game balls, right? So game ball hasn't been enticing enough all season. I'm thinking the word dinger is going to get him out there and on the field on Saturday.
Okay.
That's my mission, just to get him out there.
All right.
Cup of ice cream.
Yes.
The old dinger.
So that's, I
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
The Bert Show.